This is the video pretty much on how to use the liquid UV bonding adhesive that you purchase. As you can see here, this is an iPhone 4 glass. iPhone 5 is pretty much similar that I separated. So you can see the original glass here and use a heat gun. And so now I got everything um, off, and also I use orange glow, or actually you can use Goo Gone. What you do with Goo Gone is you place it on top of the removed glue, okay, and then what it does is it breaks up the the adhesive. As you can see, this is before I put Goo Gone. This is one sample. This is after the glass is removed, and then I put Goo Gone on top of this area right here. You know what? Q-tip, or actually a toothbrush. Slightly work it into there, and then what happened is it's gonna dissolve the adhesive, because this adhesive is not really hard adhesive. It's heat activated, and also it's tacky. So you can definitely use Goo Gone or some kind of oil-based liquid to break up the adhesion. So after it's all removed, what you have is this, and this is a pretty good glass. What I'm going to show you now is this right here. I'm going to also include, because I find that sometimes taping it will cause bubble. So this is pretty much silly putty I got from the Dollar Tree. All you need is to line it up, do a thin line around, frame it, and what it does is it's going to fill in all the gaps around the edges, because there is a gap. That's going to seal it from the liquid UV bonding glue. Okay, that will prevent you from having leakage into the back screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll show you. Okay, so now, as you can see, I'm working myself around this little cardboard piece right here, putting the orange silly putty around the edges here and sealing it off. Okay, applying pressure on the edge, making sure there's no leak that can go in behind the glass. And you really don't want this orange glue thing, silly putty, to go above the glass, because once you put the liquid in, you're shifting it back and forth. You don't want it to actually spread along with the liquid, else you can have a display with a slight orange corner. Definitely don't want that. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and work it all around. All right. So now you can see it's the orange silly putty is surrounding. It's forming a gasket around the touch screen and the display to prevent the liquid from getting underneath. And you can see I have it even below the glass line right there. Alright, because when you put the liquid, you want it to kind of like run off. You don't want when you move the glass for this orange to come in, so really put it on the edge. Okay, just form a nice tight frame just to prevent liquid from getting into. The reason why I use silly putty is because it's reusable, and it forms a really nice tight rubbery seal. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just clean the surface off with rubbing alcohol and Windex before I actually do the glass modeling. When you do rubbing alcohol, don't pour it straight on top. Put it on a piece of paper towel, cloth, and just work it right around it. Work it through. Again, I only have two hands. I need both of them to steady this thing. So the next time you're gonna see this video come on is when everything is already done. Okay, so now the surface is pretty clean. You'll see some streaks over here, but as long as it's lint free, when the bonding agent comes on, it'll actually break up and you won't see the streak at all. It'll create a seamless merge. So I'm going to go ahead and do two dime drops right here and right here. Okay. Okay, before I actually do the dime drop, I forgot to mention this is we put the glass on again. The iPhone 5 glass is similar. It's just a little longer. This is the original Apple iPhone 4 glass. The process is pretty much the same. Okay. It's a little more expensive for the iPhone 5 glass. And iPhone 4, you can actually get it from my site for $5 a glass, as opposed to the $30 a glass on my for the iPhone 5. If I can get it cheaper, I will lower the price. But again, this is authentic Gorilla Glass made by Apple. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. What I want to do is put tape this corner right here, and this edge right here, and barely on the edge here, and then on this side. So that way, once the adhesion happens, I can just peel off the tape and I'll have surface to work with. I will show you after I finish taping, so I'll give you an idea how to tape. Now, you can see tape is being applied here. Okay, try to get a focus on it. Alright, there you go. So I'm applying tape right in the corner, barely into it. You don't want it to tape into the glass because as it's bonding, you're actually going to remove it. Okay, so if you put it too close into the actual frame, the display frame itself, it will cause a little void, you know. And definitely, rule of thumb, keep it as close to the edge as possible, enough for the tape to actually stick to prevent any kind of glue runoff that might mess up your final post-production cleanup. Alright, you can see the actual display with two dime-sized drop of the UV340 display, and again you're getting half an ounce, so you can probably do up to like 5 or 6 screen with it. Use very little. So I'm going to go ahead and put the glass on top, lining it up, making sure the speaker, it's in right orientation. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. As you can see, it's being cured right now in the piece. I do apologize for not showing you how to get the bubble out, but it's fairly easy. Okay, once you have it on a cardboard surface like I did, you can apply pressure, move it side to side, you know, apply both pressure in both hands. I need both hands so I don't have anybody to videotape for me. That's why, and immediately after you get rid of all the bubbles, just expose it to go outside in the sun for like maybe a few minutes, or if you have a UV light, just put it right under the light bulb and apply pressure for about a minute or so, and then it should automatically cure. But now I'm putting it in for 5 minutes to fully cure it. Okay, and then you notice I actually kept the tape on because I put the tape on the edge, so there's no need to work it out and try to fill the void like I did in my first video. This process is a lot easier and less messy. Okay, and again, with the discovery of the silly putty, it's really helpful. Alright, so I'm going to wait till this thing finish cooking for about 5 minutes under the UV light, and then we're going to pull it out, start the post-production cleaning. Okay, so now it's fully cured. I want to go ahead and just peel off the protected layer of plastic. As you can see, to show you, there's absolutely no bubble off of this. You can see it. Absolutely no bubbles. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to start to do the post cleaning, and then this is pretty much a complete display. Everything's working. So again, before I conclude the video, I will plug it into the iPhone also to show you. Okay. Alright, so this is the display itself with plugging into the test phone. I always have a spare test phone to make sure the display works properly. So you can see the Apple startup screen is on, And I'm going to go ahead and try to save some video by waiting until the actual display comes up. Okay. Alright, so now the display is up, as you can see, touch screen works. Alright. It's a perfectly good working phone. You got a brand new display. You can pay attention to make sure the adhesive don't go over the edge. Use the silly putty. Make sure it forms a nice gasket, because if you have it going through, you're going to have a leak. There's going to be a liquid showing up on the display. As you can see here, if you do it right, you'll get a perfectly white